Perfect. I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me.
No affiliation, why they faking? This ain't for debating. We the real, they really imitation. I be contemplating why this ain't on like heavy rotation on radio stations. I just pray the Lord give me patience, cause I'm running through these rappers like my name Walter Payton. Shitting on these rappers, 9 to 5 is my occupation. Raw, you come in with your best troops, you best bring more. Already told you I got the juice like Orenthal. Already know what I'm about to do, bet your men fall. Everyone know that we got the truth, all your men false. So lost, overtaking our enemies. Moves calculated and orchestrated like symphonies. Smooth operated when bringing haters to misery. Top 5 list ain't shit unless you mention me. Yeah, that's why we don't associate. Fuck niggas make them more fuck niggas. Why they procreate? Why they overhate? Cause they time is short and a moment late. Let it culminate to they harder race and it palpitate. Cowards perpetrate like they little group is respectable. Talking intellectual, all of you homosexuals, faggots.
There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children.
I don't want to congregate. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want the fellowship. I ain't trying to build with you. Ain't the UPK, ain't the truth. Keep it real with you. Defenders of the faith, I got no problem bumping heads with you. All that bullshit, you could take it over there with you. Rather be a houseboy. Rather run with them field niggas. Show them to put in work. Move mountain, crush hills, nigga. Take a dead soul. Breathe life and make it live, nigga. No affiliation, so it's no one to compare with us. Took the Lord's laws and just added it with fear, nigga. Aim for the body, cause you know like killer head quicker. With these bars, I'm on my grizzly, so bear witness. You spit cold, I spit flu. Don't compare sickness. You floss diamond, I floss fringes. Don't compare dentists. You PK. We men the wall shit, we ain't Christian. Harm one of us, get pistol whipped like the gun got a belt with it. I'm bred different. The competition just a mill. I'm fed different. I stood front line on them fields, I bled different. I'd rather be a corpse than a coward. I'm led different. Shit, I'm led different. Come through like a juggernaut, so don't get in the way. And we take everything serious. We don't play. I wonder now what they gon' say. Shit, we make profits out of shooters like the NBA. You get slayed for switching sides, nigga. We ain't on the same page. Immaculate conception. Wow. These niggas bitch made. I'm sticking with the foundation where my bricks laid. You switch sides, I'd rather switch K's. You was never with us, nigga. Just know we on mission, nigga. Right hand hold the scriptures, nigga. Left hip hold the pistol, nigga. How you want it? You can get it spiritual or physics, nigga. Wrong ones to come against, so bring an army with you. No affiliation. When you see us, make the difference with us. No affiliation. When you see us, know we different, nigga. No affiliation, so no, you can't kick it with us. The wrong ones to come against, bring an army with you.
Perfect.
Smart, kind, brave. We are the people of HCA Healthcare.
A lot of the people I met in fashion are through Grail. You have your vintage people, you have your high-end, you have your streetwear, you have...
Fuck, man.
No cover, no nigga came back down. I thought I'd let you know that I was gone, but I never left. Come back now. I thought I'd let you know this brotherhood is a whip, and I never let it go. Never let it free. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I thought I'd let you know. No coward, no nigga came back down. I thought I'd let you know that I was gone, but I never left. Come back now. I thought I'd let you know this brotherhood is a whip, and I never let it go. Never let it free. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I thought I'd let you know. Yeah, you nigga know I'm about to bring the heat, right? Shit, I used to leave the street light. Hey, now I still keep the heat tight. Now nigga on gold like a green light. They say 144, nigga, you can get it. Ain't gotta tell me twice. Tryna stack a couple grand, get on some land, that'll put us on our feet. I'm in the field with the Warriors. And you know a nigga glorious, but we still keep it G though. keep them tools Home Depot. Might hit him with the Rico. Hey, hit the nigga with the Rico. Hey, said they fucked up the rap game. What you looking at me for? So I know they can't stand me. That's why I keep a Glock handy. Might sip a little brandy. While I'm chilling with the family. Tell him a real nigga landed. Dressed in all black like a bandit. Bitch, I ain't come to play. Bitch, I came to do damage. No coward, no nigga can't back down. I thought I'd let you know that I was gone, but I never left. I'm back now. I thought I'd let you know this brotherhood is a whip, and I never let it go. Never let it free. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I thought I'd let you know. No coward, no nigga can't back down. I thought I'd let you know that I was gone, but I never left. I'm back now. I thought I'd let you know this brotherhood is a whip, and I never let it go. Never let it free. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I thought I'd let you know. Back, now we ballin'. Ain't Babylon falling. You know the path a nigga walk. Nigga raised up, now I'm all in. And all I ever wanted was the win in the big body Benz. Now I'm gone in the wind, tryna stack a couple in. Now let's get it in, yeah, let's get it in. About to make the shit tremble. 144, the rebel. About to turn it up a level. Heat the bitch up like lava. And it probably bring a whole armada. And all that we fear is our father. And I'm headed for the top dollars. And ain't none gonna stop me. None gonna stop. No coward, no nigga can't back down. I thought I'd let you know that I was gone, but I never left. I'm back now. I thought I'd let you know this brotherhood is a whip, and I never let it go. Never let it free. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I thought I'd let you know. No coward, no nigga can't back down. I thought I'd let you know that I was gone, but I never left. I'm back now. I thought I'd let you know this brotherhood is a whip, and I never let it go. Never let it free. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I thought I'd let you know.
Ain't got no time to play. Ain't no other way. I got them soldiers on the way now. Ain't got no time to play. Ain't no other way. I got them soldiers on the way now. I got them soldiers on the way now. Soldiers on the way now.
All right, let's go ahead and get it started. Come on, move in. All right, everybody, give it up. All right, this is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. And we're here in Killeen, Texas for the Wednesday night law class, man. And, you know, my topic tonight is, well, I could go around the room. In the building, we have priest and officer of 1,000, Karab, give it up for him. You know what I'm saying? We have priest and officer of 500, Kahan Gabar, give it up for him. We have myself, priest and officer 500, Barak Yad. You don't got to give it up for me. Priest and officer of 50, Abun Zion, give it up for him. And then priest and officer of 50, Cal Kazaa, as well as the sisters in the building. And tonight, my topic is missing white woman syndrome, and why the United States and some so-called blacks and Hispanics care so much for missing white women instead of their own people, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and bring it out for you all with an article. Go ahead and read this for me.
From PBS.org, how prejudice affects official search for missing indigenous women, other women of color.
Keep reading. Yeah, go ahead. Hit what's in that transcript.
While Gabby Petito's death has captured national attention, tens of thousands of people are reported missing or murdered every year in the U.S.
Okay, all right. So there's a white woman that some of you may have heard of. If not, it is national news. National news, damn near worldwide news, about this missing middle-class white woman named Gabby Petito, who went missing while going hiking with her also Caucasian boyfriend, suspect number one. All right? And, you know, she went missing and this and that. The boyfriend comes home without her in her car. And, you know, and the police are like, hey, where's Gabby? He's like, I don't know. You know, she probably went out to go get some milk or something, you know? And so they start a huge manhunt, and it becomes nationwide news, national news, the most important thing right next to goddamn Haitians on the border, more important than Haitians on the border, more important than Afghans being flown into Texas by the thousands, more important than all of that, this missing white woman. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading that. Keep reading.
Native women are murdered at rates 10 times the national average.
But something that never gets coverage is indigenous people or so-called Native American Indians, man, who are murdered at 10 times the rate of the national average. So that means if you get every other woman, I believe, every other woman in the United States, Native American women are murdered and missing at 10 times a higher rate. You know what that's like, but they don't get any sort of news coverage as an individual or as a group. You know what I'm saying? But Gabby Petito and suspect number one, her boyfriend, they need a spotlight. This is a tragedy in America. You know what I'm saying? This is news. Gabby Petito being missing for 3 days. You know what I'm saying? And we have a lead and we have a suspect. But these indigenous women, you know, that could be pushed under the rug. Keep reading that.
In Wyoming alone, 710 indigenous people were reported missing from 2011 to 2020.
Look, there in Wyoming alone, there were over 700 Gabby Petitos. From what years?
From 2011 to 2020.
Now, I don't know about you all, but I have not seen it on the news about any indigenous woman being missing in any capacity. Have you? I don't think anybody knows how to say a Native American name because they're kept in such a dark corner away from the spotlight in this wicked country, man. And that goes to show you what this country cares about. This country cares about Gabby Petito. This country cares about missing white women and you know, missing, you know, little white babies or whatever the case might be. Like that white woman who murdered her own child and got away with it in court. What was her name? Casey Anthony? You know what I'm saying? They care about Casey Anthony's daughter and Casey Anthony. Because after Casey Anthony killed her daughter, hid the body, and they didn't find it, they let her go free. But the United States does not care about these 700 plus women who went missing in Wyoming alone. 700 of them. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Amna Nawaz discusses those statistics with Abigail Echohawk, director of the Urban Indian Health Institute.
Those are some hardcore Hebrew names. Amna Nawaz. I think I know a sister in the UPK with that name. Let me see. Where you at? You right here?
Yeah, okay. Bottom. I just fit at the bottom of that paragraph.
All right. Read Amna Nawaz right there.
Judy, in Wyoming alone, 710 indigenous people were reported missing between 2011 and 2020. In fact, although indigenous people make up only 3% of the state's population, they accounted for more than 21% of homicide victims over the last decade.
Salakia, can you read that again?
Although indigenous people make up only 3% of the state's population, They accounted for more than 21% of homicide victims over the last decade.
Good night. 3% of the population makes up 20% of the murders. Scooch over a little bit, that is an outstanding hatred, and none of this is covered by your news. None of this is brought out by CNN, by NBC, by Fox News, or none of that. None of this is brought up or addressed because this country doesn't give a damn about so-called Native Americans. That's why it put them on those borders. Now, if you're a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, and you don't already see the stifling differences in what the news thinks matters and what this country thinks says matters, you have to ask yourself a question. What matters to you? What matters to you? Is it the fact that a white woman went missing? You know, and that's a terrible thing. She got her being murdered in the woods by her, what I hear, abusive boyfriend. That's terrible. But what's more important to you? One Gabby Petito or the starch dramatic statistics of Native American women being murdered and going missing, man. Gabby Petito is a drop in the bucket. But this nation takes that drop out of the bucket and magnifies it as this is the only thing that matters. This is the only thing. This is the only real news. This is the only thing that matters is this 20-something-year-old white woman going missing in the woods. You know what I'm saying? But blacks and Hispanics, you gotta realize, you gotta figure out what matters for yourself.
Right.
You gotta realize, you gotta think for yourself and not just listen to that idiot box, you know, the TV, and you gotta think for yourself and independently and realize what's really important, what really matters in this country, in your life, in your community, in your neighborhoods, man.
Right. If I could.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me get this right. So, Native American women are getting abducted, right?
Come.
Okay, no sweat. You know, and it's not being reported. So let's say this. Everybody know about Jeffrey, what's his name?
Dahmer.
Everybody know about Ted Bundy, right? All these serial killers during the late 60s and the early 70s. They got stories about these serial killers because they're taking white women. You know what I'm saying? White women and white men.
Right.
But that's how much America care about, the white man care about his own people. Now, these Native American women, they will never get justice. They'll never get justice. They'll never know what happened to them. They just out, body parts buried everywhere. But these white women getting buried parts everywhere, and America know what's going on because they make these Netflix shows.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Shalaka.
That's right. Give a Bonzayana a hand.
Damn right.
And what he's saying is very true. The reason that they stopped Jeffrey Dahmer is because Jeffrey Dahmer killed and ate black people the most, but he also ate white people.
Right.
If he just ate black people, he would have went on for 20, 30 years and never got caught.
Right.
Because black people were they were saying, hey man, we hearing noises in this dude's house, all sorts of smells. You know, my people were last seen around a white suspect that looks just like him. And Jeffrey Dahmer got away with it for what, months? Damn near a few years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, a few white people went missing. And then the local police department started to crack down and really see what's going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they give a damn about that. And they're going to memorialize. They're like, did you know Jeffrey Dahmer killed four white women and then 26 black people? They're going. That's how Jeffrey Dahmer is going to be remembered, because he's a degenerate and he picked the wrong prey. You know, but there are people who have way higher body counts with so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, and the police aren't even looking for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There isn't an open investigation to find these women. It goes on for maybe 6 months. They do about 4 helicopter sweeps. They give it up. They're like, all right, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not Gabby Petito, though. Is that whatever that white woman's name is? Not her, though. We're going to search week in and week out until we find this white woman. We need all boots on the ground until we get a body. They found it, too. They had to search over, I believe, 46,000 acres to find her body, man, in that reserve. That's dedication. That's love for Gabby Petito, man. That, you know what that shows me? They have love for Gabby Petito, for her, you know, her house, her family. They want to make sure that she gets justice.
Right.
But what about these 700 women missing missing indigenous peoples, man?
Right.
Missing or murdered indigenous peoples. What about their justice? What about them? This country doesn't care about them, man. Just like it didn't care about my Haitian brothers on the border.
That's right.
Salakia, sir. You
Hold on real quick, man. You know, this is a heavy topic. First and foremost, let me ask y'all a question, man. How long has the Amber Alert been around?
Since a white girl named Amber went missing.
Damn right.
That's right.
Now listen. Amber Alert been around since 1996, right? After Amber Hagerman went missing, a 9-year-old white girl went missing. Now check this out, man. See, think about this real quick. Think about how many Israelites, meaning blacks, Hispanic, Native Indians, been missing before Amber Hagerman.
Right.
They don't got no alert.
That's right.
But now check this out though. See, like he is making like Barack priest is bringing out very heavy because of this. The world or America brings a national alert that you on your phone every damn day. Amber called the Amber Alert after Amber Hagerman.
Right.
And what's so heavy is, like he's breaking out, you have over 21% of Native Americans, women that have been snatched out of their homes, snatched out of their reservation, in sex trafficking right now. You have over so many goddamn blacks, Hispanics that's going missing, but nobody knows about them. But y'all want to make a nationwide issue when one of your own goes missing. Let me tell you something, man. That's just to go to show you, man. Also, with the Black Lives Matter movement, with that Amber Alert going on top of the murder that we deal with every damn day,
right?
Being black, Hispanic, and Indian, still talking about our lives matter in 2021. So, I got a question for the so-called black, Hispanic, and Indians. When are we going to wake up and realize that Zephaniah 2:1, the undesired need to come together?
That's right.
When are we going to actually follow that commandment and come together?
That's right.
Because they've been showing us we are undesired, because why isn't there a Shaquita Amber Alert?
Right.
Why is there not give me a Hispanic woman name? A Selena
right.
Amber Alert. Tell me why what pops up on my phone is a goddamn white girl named Amber Alert. Did the description of another white woman.
This is heavy.
Like, that don't make no sense to me.
Right.
But so I'm gonna just say this, man. Israel, man. When that scripture say come up out of her, man, it don't mean go to Africa.
Hey,
it don't mean go to no other country. It means take yourself out of her spiritually. Take yourself out of her mentally. Because you will never get justice unless you come around your own people, you heard me? And that gets real talk, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, man.
Give him a hand. Because he's dead right. There should be an Emmett Till alert.
Damn right.
That's what there needs to be. And that should be going without saying, man. Goddamn black people been going missing in cop cars and in goddamn KKK white raids since before we got out of chains, man.
Right.
There needs to be an Emmett Till alert. There needs to be a Philando Castile alert. All my brothers getting shot and killed and murdered. missing and abducted from their houses, being completely innocent and unarmed, man.
It's a lot.
And this is caught on camera. Go,
It's a lot. It's in the way they document it, though. You got these white bastards come knock at the door in the middle of the night. You hear me? Where was a house full of, I don't know what, it was over 9 black men up in there, children and all. Come and abduct Emmett Till. Now this is my thing. You don't think that's, this is my thing. Were we such a coward back in the day to the point where we just let 2 white men that accusing Emmett Till of what, winking or whistling at a white woman?
That's a death sentence. That's a death warrant right there, sir.
Like, but I'm just saying though, take them out the house. Like, this is my thing. But guess what though? And you know what? I say that every day today. Because we'll rather, I guarantee, they will let a person that looks just like them go into that house and take him and out that thing.
Right.
But they are so afraid of the goddamn oppressor, aka the white man, that they tuck their tails.
Let them.
And then they want to go. How the hell you have a audacity to take yourself to Emmett Till's funeral after you were the reason he got murdered in the first place? They would have had a house full of Negroes in that mug, and they gotta come get any of my brothers. Right. They gonna get, I don't give a goddamn.
Right.
Ain't no white person, no Asian person, no African. None of them is about to come get one of my brothers, man.
That's right.
Without taking me with them.
That's right.
And that's just facts, man. So my thing is this, like, y'all need to realize why the Lord is letting things happen, so that way you can say this. It will never be no goddamn me, Alton Sterling around UPK.
Right.
They would have to put all of us in that goddamn car and haul us down before we let anybody kneel on a brother's neck, man.
That's right.
It just won't happen around
That's
me,
right.
man. Like, it won't happen around me. Like, see, that's the thing, though, man. Like, y'all think that recording the problem, y'all are part of the problem. Because why the hell you want to be goddamn CBS News, Fox News? Your ass should be down there getting that goddamn police officer off of his neck.
Right.
Off of all of our brothers' neck, man. And that's not a problem, man. We'll rather put a gun to one of each other's head and take each other out than stop some violence happening to our brothers and sisters, man.
Right.
Come on. What are we going to learn from that?
Facts, man. That's right. And you know what? And look, Officer Karab is not just speaking. He shows that he would put his life on the line for his people in everything that he does, man. He, in fact, looks for the day. I know him because I labor amongst him, man. He would go to Mexico and cartel-infested territory where people think they're going to be kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? Right. He would go and preach in front of police officers and tell them that they are the oppressor and the devil that the Bible speaks of, because he has no fear. He loves his people so much that he is not afraid of of going to jail tonight or whatever else might befall him, or death or kidnapping or whatever the case might be. But those brothers and sisters who gave Emmett Till up, that house full of strong black men who were like, when white men came to the door, let that young 10-year-old boy pass through the door into the arms of those murderers. They don't love Emmett Till.
That's right.
They didn't love Emmett Till enough.
Right.
They didn't love him enough to protect him and keep him safe and live for him and die for him, man. But here in the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, that's how much we love black people.
Right.
That's how much we love blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. We will put our lives on the line. And we're gonna show you, man. These are the things, look, man, this is you look. Y'all just read the Bible, we live it, man.
That's right.
Christ died so that you Negroes could get it together. And y'all still are, what do the Bible say? Y'all still are stiff-necked. Y'all still don't want to bend, and y'all still don't want to come and accept his sacrifice, man. He died so you would stop eating pork and you eat more pork. You have a fish fry with all the catfish and pork chops you can buy at the church house.
Smoking weed too.
And smoking weed in the parking lot. with your cousins, man. Y'all need to get it together, man. Y'all don't love black people, and this whole white woman syndrome, this missing white woman thing is a way that I'm going to prove it to you. A lot of blacks and Hispanics say that, you know, yeah, these white women are getting too much, news coverage of this thing or that thing, and they go on and complain about the situation. And I might believe you, like General Muhammad said recently. I would believe you right until I look into your bed and look into your house.
Right.
And I see that you passed up all of your sisters so that you could sleep with a white woman. And that shows me that you care more about what's this girl's name? This missing white woman more than you care about LaQuisha. More than you care about, Lisa. You know what I'm saying? More than you care about these Native American sisters, man, because out of all the women you could have picked, out of all the women you could have loved and gave your attention in your life and bear children and raised up children with, you chose the same thing that America loves. You chose the same thing that America puts in a spotlight and makes the nation's angel. You know what I'm saying? You chose the white woman. That shows me that you don't really love black people. You don't really love black women, black children, black families, because you want them to come out with a lighter skin tone. That's what you desire. You want them to have that good hair. You don't want them to be. You want the police to hopefully pass them up when they get stopped at a traffic stop, because you hate. You hate what God blessed you with.
That's right.
Which is your ethnicity, your nationality, man. And until you change from that, until you really wash over and accept the fact that Christ only came and died for Israelites, man. Came only to die for so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, then will you really change in your actions and in your lifestyle. Salakia, sir.
Yo, Salakia, man, for keep Salakia in your class. And I'm gonna say this, man. Good night. Like, you just hit something heavy with the hair. This is my thing. This is why, I'm gonna tell you something real quick. This is why all of our sisters in America love perms.
Right.
Because they think they are not beautiful with their natural hair. They think that it's nappy. But don't realize our king had hair like wool. So my thing is this, like, how can you sit here and pose on Instagram, on Facebook, on whatever you think that you are posing for, want to be a model, perpetrator?
Right.
Like, I don't get that. Because I'm gonna say this. You give me a goddamn what's that actress name with that fro? Goddamn anywhere. Look, you gonna give me a woman with a fro any goddamn day of the week. You heard me?
Calm. That's right.
And I'm gonna love her.
That's right.
Why the hell do you want straight hair any goddamn way? Like, this is my thing. Okay, I understand. Your hair nappy. Okay, guess what though? You know one thing, two things for sure. I know that we done came up with natural juices and whatever it could be to help you untangle your hair, to comb through it.
That's right. Oils, conditioners,
all that.
Natural.
But y'all don't want to take the time in the day because you want to look like the so-called white woman.
They cut it all off.
See, that's the love for the white woman right there. See, why the white woman want to be like you,
right?
You want to be like her.
That's right.
And I don't understand why you want to be like somebody that our King, our Lord and Savior, called a dog in the first place.
That's right.
Like, I don't get that to me. It don't make sense to me. Because blacks, Hispanic, Native Indians, man, y'all the most beautiful thing on the face of this earth.
Right.
Y'all don't gotta be like the oppressor. I don't give a damn. You ain't gotta be like a goddamn African, a white woman, a goddamn Asian woman. You ain't gotta be like them. Y'all can't be like them. They want to be like us.
That's right.
So y'all just keep what the Lord gave y'all. Now I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Now see, some of y'all have been wicked, and y'all got blessed with. But like this, I'm gonna say this: big booty Keisha with alopecia.
Alopecia. Keisha with alopecia.
Big booty Keisha with alopecia.
That's right.
And you know why you got alopecia, Keisha? Because you know how to keep your mouth shut.
That's right. Good night.
Because you think that you got that big old wagon behind you to show to the world. And guess what? The Lord that took away your edges. The Lord that made sure he put a curse on your scab and wonder why you running around here looking like a 10-year-old boy. Right? Looking like a newborn baby. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Now we all know that the oppressor kids come out bald-headed. We the only nation that comes out head full of hair. But we don't cherish that. We want to be like the white man so bad. And that ball, and check this out, that will fall into this lesson. Because the whole missing white woman syndrome is the whole I want to be a white person syndrome as well.
That's right.
Go ahead.
That's right. Give that a hand. Give that a hand, man. Let me tell you something. Y'all want to be, y'all envy your oppressor and love him because that's what he teaches you in your media, in your schools, in your TV programs, in your reality hip-hops, and your goddamn everything he sells you, man. From weed to this thing or that thing. Officer Karab, man, I seen a sister goddamn on 6th Street last week, had a big old natural afro. I'm like, good night. Look at these sisters out here with a white man. You can't win out here because our people hate themselves. Our people hate themselves. All her sisters, all their friends, they was out with white men. And I realized something. They put on that natural black chic look so that they could attract a white man who fetishes that. Right. White men have a fetish for black women.
That's right.
White men like black women. Everybody like black women. That's in the Bible. But the thing is, these sisters, they love white people. They love white men. They love them more than their brothers. They love them more than life itself. And they would go through the risk of being whatever this recent white woman being gone missing is. They'll go through the risk of ending up in the woods like her, just so that they can be with what they were taught to love. And I'm here to teach you something different, man. I'm here to teach you what God thinks about all these other nations. Give me that Exodus 11 and 7.
Yeah, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Get to the scriptures, baby.
You know what I'm saying? This is the Lord talking to the children of Israel after he's about to plague Egypt for the last time. And he's telling them, look, man, I'm finna do this to them because I don't give a damn about them. I don't give a damn about the most powerful empire, the most powerful country in the world. I care about you, Israel. I care about so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. Read what you got.
Is the book of Exodus, chapter 11, verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
Good night.
Look.
You read it again.
But against any of the children of Israel.
But against any of God's children, the nation of Israel, read on.
Shall not a dog move his tongue.
Nobody shall move their tongue. He's calling these Egyptians dogs. Right. This is a manifold. He's saying, ain't nobody gonna say nothing about my people. Right. After I body all of their firstborn sons. They're gonna all cry and weep and moan, but nobody will say a damn thing about them because they will know that I have loved them and hated this wicked kingdom called Egypt. Hated these wicked Canaanites who abused and neglected my people. Hated these people who never cared about my people, who bled and murdered and trafficked and whipped my people on the back. Look, slavery is over. Why are white people still on horseback whipping black people?
Right.
What do they like to say all the time? It's 2021.
Right.
It's 2021, and this wicked kingdom has yet to catch up with the times. Well, the Lord will catch up with this kingdom, and he'll show them what time it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Lord willing, that's all he has to show if you get up with your people, man. If you get up and you stop loving your oppressor and trying to join with him, man. Like Officer Karab said, man, Zephaniah 2:1 says, gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation, not desired. Can't you see by everything that's going on around you, you're not desired, man? You're not desired in this country. You're not desired as a people. You're not desired in any capacity. Afghanis, half a country away, they're desired. They come over here and they rape people as soon as they touch down. Google it. They raping white FBI agents, raping government officials who trying to help them get food stamps and housing. These people are desired. My Haitian brothers who are just trying to find a better life, that the president told them that they would get get their paperwork worked out faster. Ooh. That's why they came over here too. Because this wicked devil said, Haitians will get, privileged filing for citizenships and visas. They come over here and try to get it, they get whipped on the back and risk drowning and travel through nations and countries with nothing but their families and the little bit of money that they got from selling every belonging they had where they came from. And they get to this wicked country that lied to them and they beat them on the back, man. Now that nation's not desired. But these Afghanis, they are desired, man. They even with the rape cases they caught, they still flying more of them over. Salakia, sir.
Good night. What you just said, Salakia, I'm gonna precept Barack, y'all.
Come, sir.
Hey, can you pull up Psalms 55 and 21 for me? 55 and 21 for me. Just pull it up for me real quick. Because what this priest just bringing out is very heavy.
Right.
He just said a key word that went over a lot of y'all heads that still got you believing in the goddamn white man.
Right.
A lie he told to our people, the Haitians, the Levites in the Bible. They are biblical, the first priest, man. This is what Moses was. This is what Aaron was, man. Give me that Psalm 55 and 21 if you got it.
This book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Stop right there. Ooh. The words of their mouth were smoother than butter. Hey. Guess what? Y'all come over here. Haitians, we'll make it faster for y'all. We'll make that process faster for y'all because I'm coming from a country that's consistently being destroyed by hurricanes, all the natural elements in the world, right? Y'all are getting destroyed by earthquakes. So guess what? We all come to the so-called land of the free.
Right.
We'll make it easier for y'all to get up in our country, but they did not tell you this though. Keep going.
But war was in his heart.
The war was in your heart when you were going to be stopped without no food in the border of Del Rio, in the border behind them gates where they won't allow nobody to come see you unless we go through a stage 4 cartel area.
Right.
See, they put y'all in a position to where they think that nobody will come see y'all. You know why? Because war was in their heart, goddammit. They don't give a damn about you Haitians the way that we give a damn about you Haitians in the Isupk. Right. See, the Isupk is founded on brotherhood, man. Right. This is what the world needs. The Israelite world. Not the whole world. Because half of the world, the heathens, they get what they are getting right now.
That's right.
But for the Israelite world, the so-called black man that's between jobs. The so-called black sister Right. That can't keep a job. The so-called black sister, Native American Indian sister, they're gonna prostitute their box just to put food on the table at night for their children. Right. This is the place for you.
That's right.
This ISUPK is the safe haven for you.
That's right.
You ain't gotta demean yourself, belittle yourself, lose your integrity. Because you was a princess of Zion, women, and the men, you are a prince of him. Right. That is what we supposed to act like. But the white man that told us lies after lies because war was in his heart. Right. Can you finish that scripture?
His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Check this out, man. They told you to come over here. This is letter to free. Right. When they Constitution, blacks ain't nothing but what? 3/5 of a man? Right. And guess what? That's still the Constitution to the day. They got the 13th Amendment. When your ass get in trouble, black man, Hispanic man, Indian man, you are a slave again. That is that soft as oil. That smooth as butter. Right. But check this out, though. You do have a place to come to if you were Israelite anywhere in the world. And that's the ISUPK under command of Yohana. Right. That's in that scripture. Go ahead. That's it. Go ahead.
Hey, the water, sir, for that. And you know what? You brought something very heavy to my mind. And that, you know, in this nation and all their might and all their, you know, all their money. This is the rich, what do they say? This is the strongest, richest country on planet Earth. Everybody comes here to make some money. That's what they say, right? They couldn't spend $1 or 2 cents on any brother who comes to that border, man. Whether they be Colombian, Venezuelan, Ecuadorian, anything Central and South American or from that Caribbean, man, they hate. But you know what's crazy? We got our money together, man. We the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, we came down to that border with our own money. Everything that this school put together to try to feed our people. And you know what? Because the devil the Bible speaks of wouldn't feed you, we, you know, of course we're going to take it upon ourselves because you're our responsibility. That's what love and that's what brotherhood is, man. We went there and we actually tried to give the oppressor a little bit of something that he could say. We went to him and we were like, we're just trying to get past here so we can go feed our brothers, man.
That's right.
That's what we're trying to do. Nothing more, nothing less. And you know what they said? Nah, you can't do that. This is shut down. You know what you can do? Go give everything you have to a church or something like that. And they're gonna do something with it supposedly and da. When ignorantly they don't know that we are the body of Christ. Right. We are the Lord's emissaries, man. And that's the crazy part. These pale faces denied my brothers, and they denied me from helping my brother. Right. But that doesn't stop us, man. We went down because of our great love for our brothers. We went down and around to go feed them, to go clothe them and go help them. That's what love is, man. And that's how we show our love. That's how we show we love our people. You know what I'm saying?
Salakia, not even knowing that we expected them to say la'ah.
That's fact.
That means knowing the Hebrew. We expected to take the route that they say no man will travel. That knew the route.
Right.
And you know what we said? Khan or Khan, no sweat. When Captain Yatazak said, we're going to Mexico, what we do? We follow right behind. You know why? We ain't have no fear. Because the Lord said don't have no fear. The only person we fear is him. With all the goods that we had, and back of that, what was the name of that truck?
Penske.
That Penske truck, man, it was a leak. But guess what, though? The Lord, you know why? The Lord allowed us to go through a level 4 cartel, danger zone, is because the Lord was with us. Yeah. If the Lord was not with the ISUPK, we would have been hijacked.
Yeah.
We would have been snatched the fuck up. We would have been murdered. If that was the case, because ain't nobody about to get snatched up. We already know that. we gonna go out. Point blank period. You would have heard a story where it was over 20 plus brothers in a body bag was trying to go deliver.
We would have been the Mexican 50.
Goddamn right. Because, but guess what though? We didn't have no fear. We didn't have no worries. We weren't worried about nothing because we had the Lord with us. Because our brothers follow the law, statutes, and commandments,
That's
man.
right.
Go ahead, LeBron.
Oh, like if I could. You know, it's so heavy what Lord was saying, you know what I'm saying? Because we love our people that much to go through all that danger. You know what I'm saying? To drop food off of the Haitians. But I'm telling you what Christian pastors not doing. They're not doing that, man. They're sitting on their behind and telling our people that the white man is our master and respect them. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're doing. And the whole thing about that with our people, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They say, oh, that's a good thing, but they don't understand that it's black people looking out for black people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's tapping that person on the shoulder that's looking outside at an issue, but you got issue at your own house. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We tapping that person. We tapping, hey, we need to take care of him. We take care in his own house. On his household. Stop looking outside with the East white man. Stop looking outside for the Arab man. Stop looking outside of them people, man. We need to worry about our people only, man. And this is what the Isupk is here for. You know what I'm saying? We here to put a tap on the shoulder for our brothers and sisters and say we got issues that we need to take care of, and we're gonna take care of it.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, get him a hand.
Right.
We do what no other black leader will do, man, and we take care of our people, man.
Right.
Which is what the Bible says to do. Love thy neighbor, right?
Damn right.
Well, ever since I've been growing up, all my neighbors been black. You know what I'm saying? The Christian pastor will not take care of his own household. He will tell his community to go vote so that the communities abroad will stop hating him. You cannot vote away racism.
Right.
You cannot vote away. You can't vote away hatred. That's not how that works, man. That's not how it works. Goddamn, every president has not liked so-called black people. Yeah, you could look that up. Even Barack Obama. Barack Obama went into a church in Chicago and said, "You black men needed to get it together. Y'all are deadbeats." So no black fathers are holding their houses down. Is that what he's saying? There's nothing that's going on in their communities at a disparaging level that's holding these men and young men and children back at all, huh? Barack Obama, even this new Democratic president Joe Biden, with his caramel-faced white woman Kamala Harris, he had his signature on every crimes bill that was designed to lock up brown and black faces since the goddamn 60s. Like, that's why he's so old. He's been hating black people since the 60s, man. And he had the audacity to say, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. And then your pastor had the audacity to say, you should vote for him. Your pastor's out of his goddamn mind.
Right.
You're out of your mind because you listen to either one of these chumps, man. Listen to your brothers who genuinely care about you, man. Who put our livelihoods up on the line for you, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got something, Conga boy?
Just real quick, what you had brought up about, his track record, in regards to, black males. Like you say, since the 60s, he has been, on every bill, looking to, lock black people up. So
right.
It's not a wonder or no surprise why his administration, is behaving how they're, behaving towards our Haitian brothers. Right. Because if he's been, behind these bills since the 60s, obviously he don't care about niggas. You know what I'm saying? Right. And he can't stand the fact, that 15,000 niggas is trying to come from another country into his country.
Right.
And so, I just wanted to, point that out. There's no surprise, why, our Haitian brothers are getting the pushback from the Biden administration because, again, I've been saying it for the last couple of weeks. They are not in the business of saving niggas.
That's right, man. That's right. Give Kahanga a hand. And that goes into, and that's exactly right. When Joe Biden said, Haitians will get preferential treatment to get their visas and immigrate into this country, I don't think that was a lie. You know what I'm saying? Priest and Officer 1000 Corral brought it out. That's a lie. Because if that's the case, why the hell are they getting whipped on their backs for trying to come into this country, man? This is after the news of Afghanis getting goddamn AC-130 into this country. Just basically the U.S. illegally immigrated 100,000 Afghanistanis because you can't come into this country without papers.
Right.
And they just were like, screw the papers. We need to get them over here right now. We'll do the papers later. But these brothers and sisters fleeing poverty, fleeing starvation, fleeing natural disaster are whipped on their backs for trying to do the same of their own accord. They didn't even ask for the AC-130. They were just like, look, we gonna make our own way. We're gonna put our own money up and try to make our own way. And they get whipped on their backs for it. This administration, nor any administration, is in the business of helping so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, like Priest and Officer Gangabar brought out. Read for me what you got out. And I'm gonna show y'all something, man. Y'all care, y'all don't give a damn about. After we went down to Acuna, all sorts of celebrities went down and called the Isupk, called us up and was like, yeah, we trying to get with y'all. We trying to help them brothers and do this or that. Brothers, y'all don't, black people generally only care about black people when it's good for business. Right. If I could say, they're just the same reason why your Christian pastor teaches whatever dumb Sunday school lessons he teaches you. Same reason why, Joel Osteen teaches his things and Joe Biden says what he says, because it's popular, it's something you can do, and it's something that the people might galvanize behind. But they called us up not to actually help, Haitians. It was on the news probably about a week before we went down there, almost a week. And nobody made a move until after we were down there and were on every news channel in Mexico. Millions of views up on the board. But still, somehow it's on the few American / U.S. news channels that it was on, it's been taken down. It was on Fox down in Del Rio. They took it off. You know what I'm saying? Because of whatever the case might have been. I don't know. Maybe they don't like blacks like I've been teaching this whole class. But the thing is, these blacks, they went down there to try to help. Say they wanted to help like Trader Truth and all them cats, or some Black Panthers and all that, contacted us and wanted to go help like we helped. But after we were down there, the whole situation got shut down effectively. Like one day after that, 24 hours after we were there, Trader Truth was there and the U.S. government was there to effectively and properly. What do they call that? Where they put the paperwork in for them Haitians. When they could have did that from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? There didn't need to be any whips on backs to just get some paperwork done. But black people go in to help black people not because they actually love black people, but because they love popularity, man. And if they don't love popularity, then they just love white people. You got something?
I was going to say for the clout.
For the clout, the water. They do everything for clout. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's wrong with our people, man.
All right.
We put probably less than half of the generous charitable deeds that we do on the internet, or we videotape this or that, man. We go to every camp, damn near almost every camp that the UPK does. We're giving out food. We're giving out water. We're giving out clothes. We don't videotape all that.
Right.
We don't need to. Why would we? We don't need to videotape every person we help. But when we do it, it's so that you can be able to accurately tell the difference between the Isupk and Creflo Dollar.
Right.
You know, the Isupk and TD Jakes. The Isupk and Joe Biden, man. And it's to show you something, to teach you something, man. That we are different than them. We are set apart, holier than them. You know what I'm saying? Salakia, so you got something?
I got a scripture to bring out. Hey, give me Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. Like, I really feel like this right here is a scripture that if it has not woken our nation up yet, it should. If it has not woken up the Haitians yet, it should. If it has not woken up the Isupk, the so-called Mexican race up, it should. If this has not woken up the 12 tribes, it should, man. Right. Because we've been doing this is 2021. Let me reiterate the year. This is 2021. We are so-called 400 plus years free from slavery. We are so-called 400 plus years a free nation. This earth right here is supposed to be free, right? I'm gonna just say this, man. Look around in your countries, Puerto Rico, Cuba, Brazil, Venezuela. All you countries, look at the condition that your country is in. You had that for me, priest?
Come.
Read that.
This book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes have as yet failed for our vain help.
For our what help?
For our vain help.
You know what they call it, vain? Hey, somebody pull up the definition of vain for me. Pull up the definition of vain for me real quick. We're gonna start. I'm gonna make sure I break this down Barney style. So my people that's listening to my voice right now have no more excuses to not only stop loving the heathens that the Bible say, and start loving their people. Got that definition?
Come.
Give it to me.
Vain, producing no result. Useless. Useless.
Goddamn. No results and useless is vain. Why you think that every time around the voting time that they get paid, right? Because you got to think about all the black folks who are promoting, the black, Hispanic, and the Indian folks that are promoting to go vote, they took a gift. They are against you. Because the scripture plainly say, you should only have a brethren as you ruling over you. I know one thing, two things for sure. Joe Biden don't look like me. He's not of the same place I've been to. I know damn well Donald Trump wasn't of me. So this is my thing. Black, Hispanic, and Native, the so-called Democrats that want to keep y'all in slavery, let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all got vain eyes, man.
Right.
Y'all look for, keep reading.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
That could not do what?
Could not save us.
No, they save us.
That could not save
We're
us.
poor, we struggling, but what does scripture say?
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Let me tell you something, black man, Hispanic man, and Indian man. The nation that you're watching with your vain eyes cannot save you.
That's right.
Y'all are looking to the white man, the African man, the Chinese man, the East Indian man to save you. But guess what? They have never and will never save you. Thus saith the Lord. So you know what your only option is?
Damn right.
Is Zephaniah 2:1. O nation not desired, come together. That's your blacks, Mexican, Puerto Ricans, your Cubans, your Venezuelan, all of them tribes, your Haitians, your Jamaicans. That is us. Your goddamn me, brothers and sisters in the reservations.
Right.
That is for us to come together, man. Because the other nations don't desire you. The scriptures is keep breaking it down to you from the Torah to the New Testament. When will we understand that we are not desired? Have y'all not learned? Y'all gotta take it back before y'all so-called fought with Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement. Y'all was getting attacked by dogs, arrested, water hose down. The white man was beating y'all asses. When are y'all gonna wake the hell up?
That's right.
We in 2021 talking about all lives matter. Think about this. Are we in the land of the free? So y'all tell me why we still begging for our own lives, man. We are playing ourselves because our eyes are vain. Quit voting every goddamn election, and how about y'all pray for our king to come back to shut this shit down?
That's right.
Salaka, to shut this down, man. It angers me where I gotta use strong language just in order to reach my people. Because y'all act as y'all are remedial. I know the whole nation is not special ed people, man. Right. I know my whole nation do not have learning disorders, man.
Right.
Or do we suffer for being insane? Because insanity means, what does insanity mean? We keep doing the same thing, looking for a different result.
Right.
I know my people ain't insane because we dealing with psychopaths here. So we can't be the insane people, or maybe we are. Take a look at yourself in the mirror. Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, because what we're telling you is the truth to wake your behind up. I'm done.
Yeah, give him a hand.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say real quick what also Corral was saying, man, because it's so heavy because our people don't want to wake up. You know what I'm saying? They too busy trying to get high. It's just they too busy trying to get their body fixed up for Instagram. They got all their priorities messed up, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Our scribe bring out so heavy because we're here to wake them up and tell them that that's not important. It's important us to come together. You can't see it now. You can't see we being killed. You can't see they won't let the Haitians in. You can't see that. You can't see they whipping Haitians, our brothers on the back with horses. Still to 2021, you can't see that. You can't wake up, man. Look, I'm telling you this, man. Something real quick, man. It's time for brothers, for us, I always say, to wake the hell up, man. Because it's coming to an end. You know what I'm saying? And when you keep on living the way you live, you want to get high, you want to be a whore, you want to be a whoremonger, man, you will die with this nation, man.
That's
right. Man. You know what I'm saying? And what the preacher bringing out today was very heavy, man. We all the alert. We all the Amber alert. We going to wake all people up to
Goddamn right.
It's time to wake up. Goddamn.
That's right.
That's right. Give him a hand, man.
Damn right.
Man, let me show y'all why y'all care more about man, what is that? I forgot her name. That shows y'all I don't care. Abigail. It's Abigail. I'm gonna call her Amber. Gabby.
That's what the nation deal with anyway today.
That's
Amber alert.
Con, sir. That's why y'all care. That's why y'all care so much about this new Amber. Because instead of your brothers and sisters, instead of your brothers and sisters, the Haitians, instead of your brothers and sisters, the Native American women, they got a goddamn movement about it because it's become such an epidemic. The MMI, the missing or murdered indigenous, or MMIP, the missing murdered indigenous people, man. That y'all care more about Amber than MMIP. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show y'all why. Read what y'all got.
1 second, what's the lock-in, man? Good night. And you know what's so crazy? It's
Counselor.
Good night. Let me go over here with
That's facts. That's facts.
I gotta say my
Only piece. There are only two groups of people on Native American reservations, and that's Native Americans and our oppressor, the devil that the Bible speaks of. Man. So you tell me who's taking who. You know, everybody knows everybody on the reservation, just like everybody knows everybody in the ghetto. Nobody's moving children or nothing. Nobody's going to lose a daughter and then put a report out for them if, only in Atlanta they be selling kids, but they don't make a report for that baby. That baby just gone. But out here, these mothers are looking for their children, man. And they talk to all the neighbors, and they know all the neighbors. Everybody watch everybody. Everybody in this group are Native Americans, but then there's this outside group who's building pipelines to their reservation, who's sending militant, what do you call those? Who's sending military personnel, things like that in through their reservation, building up goddamn infrastructure and things through their reservation. You got this second party called the oppressor, man. You 9 times out of 10, which is really 10 times out of 10, that's the one who did it. That's the one who murdered or made missing my daughter. You know what I'm saying? This stranger who shouldn't be here. And I'm gonna show y'all right now why y'all care more about Amber or whatever this lady's name is than these Haitians, these sisters, these Native American sisters, these blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians. Read what you got, Ike.
Come. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
It's because you like white women. You want to have sex. You want to be like, you want to embody, you want to be a part of white people. You want to marry into their families. Read that again.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
This is the Wednesday night law class. Read what book is this?
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 3.
This is Deuteronomy, man. Many laws, many statutes in these first 3 books. They call it the Torah, or these first 4 or 5 books. They call it the Torah, which means law. You know what I'm saying? You shall not make, you should not desire, if you're a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, to want to make a marriage or have sex with or be like or want to embody or be related to white people, man. Right. That should be a stain on your record. You should feel disgraced by that. Right. But all you people crying more over this Amber and less over these Native American Indians, less over your Haitian brothers, man. You want to do what?
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
You want to make a marriage. You want to have sex with white women. You want to have sex with white men. Because black men, you don't like black men anymore. You hate your brothers and sisters now. And that's what it really is. You hate your brothers and sisters. Right. You hate black men. You hate Hispanics. You hate Native American Indians. But you love Amber. You love Amber. And that's why when she goes missing, we need to have 700 men sweep 456,000 acres of mountainous ranges to go find her, man. You know what I'm saying? And her boyfriend's white, so he might not have done it. Even though they're the only serial killers I know. That's right. The only serial killers I know. This is the MO. Google it. Google this for me. Search this. FBI MO, which is a method of operation. When you're looking for a suspect who and the spouse went missing on vacation or a trip, and one spouse comes back, they're always gonna say the spouse is white. FBI agents don't even ask the ethnicity because they know statistically this is how white people do it. This is how they plan it. They went missing on the trip. I don't know. Amber, where's Amber? I don't know. I thought she was with you. Nigga, she went on a hike with you for like 6 months. It's all over YouTube, nigga. Like that's how your oppressor gets down. But you wanna have sex with them. You wanna be like them. You want to be, you want to be associated with them. You want to love them more than your brothers, man. Read that again, man.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
You should not make a marriage. You should not have sex with, love, care for, have a relationship, be related to any of that with these other nations, man. Keep reading.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
All you black women out there, Hispanic women and Native American women who are laying down on your backs for an oppressor or any other nation for that matter. The Lord here is saying you should not do that.
Right.
You should not do that. Keep reading.
Nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
And all you Negroes, and when I say nigga, I want everybody to understand. When I say nigga, I mean so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man generally. All you niggas need to know that when I see you sleeping with a white woman, I know that you're her pet. I know that you hate yourself so much and you hate your mother so much that you decided that this is the best thing for you. Right. Should just be a pet to this white woman. I'm gonna do my best to please her and do for her and protect her. Just like how the United States of America will do their best to protect Amber. Just like they'll do their best to protect these missing white men. I got it, sir. Go ahead, Congo Bar. Oh, it's on. Did you want to speak?
It's a lot here. Now I was just gonna point out, what you bringing out, is a very, heavy topic, as, just describing, how we are, how we love our oppressors so much, and after, 500 years of slavery, we have been conditioned, to love, the people who are in control of this, of this world. Right. It's like, you have to love the people who are in power or in control. Right. And that's the way that we're taught to think. And I was just looking up some, as far as like, conditioning, how we're conditioning to love our oppressor. And it has a quote here that says, healing begins where the wound was made. And our wound was made, when we were introduced and integrated, with these white people. Right. So the only way that we're going to, heal ourselves is to separate from the very, people who have caused this wound.
Right.
And until we do that, we're going to continue, to get wounded.
That's right, man. Give him a hand.
Hold on real quick. Good night. Can I piggyback off of that?
Go. Yeah, sir. Go ahead.
So like my nigga. Hey, listen. I'm gonna say this, man. And Kahanga Bar is right. That's why I got 3 children by 3 oppressors. Because I was always searching for a Kim Kardashian.
Damn.
A Britney Spears.
Damn.
A Jessica Simpson. A Barbie. You know why? It's because we were conditioned to love them.
Right.
And I could never look at a Shakita, a Shaquita, a Mercedes, or whatever they got named, as equal or as worth something, because the white man always broadcasted their women on television as if that was gold.
Right. That's right.
So, what Kahanga Barge brought out was very heavy, because I want to say this. For the brothers who seen past that BS, I gotta give them their props, because I was brought up understanding that this was wicked to me. I brought up by the Baptist, we call it Christian family. Right. My mother always told me that you already got a strike against you because you're black.
Right.
Then she'll say, God loves everybody.
Damn.
So y'all take that in and tell me what y'all will get. You will get a me. Because you are confused.
Right.
God loves everybody, but your mother tells you. See, she understood.
That's crazy.
This is what I'm about to tell you real quick.
Good night. That's heavy.
Our people understand the wickedness of America.
Right.
But they have not took the white Jesus out of their mind.
That's right.
That Caesar Borgia and what the pastors are lying to our people about.
Right.
They go to church and learn that. See, our people are willing to fight. But when your leaders in their three-piece suits, they gator shoes, sliding around, singing, jumping up, and tambourines playing, and guess what? You can't see past that.
Right.
That was captivating their mind. Now they're telling the youth, and they expect you to keep telling the youth that BS. And the BS is that, think about this real quick. I don't think I heard me. You already have a strike against you for being black, Hispanic, and Indian in America. But God loves everybody. So, you're going to listen to God, correct? And then the propaganda they do for their women, knowing they're whores, what you're going to lean on. So, I was that Negro back in the day. Look at me. I got a white woman.
Damn.
Not knowing that I passed on my Shaquitas, Taniquas. You know how we like to name our people, you heard me?
Yeah.
Anyway, but I passed on all that for this white woman, which don't mean nothing. She was a heathen, which I was going against the scriptures that were breaking out. So I went against God because my people was lied to by the leaders about God's words.
Right.
Now, I'm going to just say this. I will never tell all three of my children the goddamn white man is the devil the Bible speak of.
That's right, man.
Do not marry outside of your race. You have 12 tribes to choose from.
Right.
If you like a goddamn me, blonde hair, blue eye, goddamn, you go to Columbia. I don't give a goddamn. But my daughters better not ever bring me no goddamn Jason, Adam, Steve, because I guarantee you, they ask me to get the door slammed in their face.
Right.
And that's just facts.
That's right.
Call me what you want to call me, but don't call me Khalid. I'm done.
That's right.
If I could.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
What's the like? Now it's just infuriating, like, you know what I'm saying? Just looking at the condition of my people and like just trying to have compassion. Like what the priest was bringing out is heavy. Like that quote, you know, what was it? He said, the best way to, you know what I'm saying, take care of a wound. You know, like what's like it? What was it?
Healing begins where the wound was made.
Right, like that's so heavy because we doing the exact opposite of that. Like we not dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Like our wound began with the oppression of our people during the transatlantic slave trade, us being sold into slavery as property. We're straying away from the wound, and now we just want to be a good nigga. You know what I'm saying? We want the license to, like, we don't give a damn about our children at the border now. We don't give a damn about the transatlantic slave trade. We don't give a damn about the oppression of our people. We just want to be a good nigga. Like, we just want to be, we get with our, you know what I'm saying? We lay with our oppressors, women, you know what I'm saying? We make marriages with them against the Most High because we want the license to be able to oppress our people and to get a come up on our people. We want an excuse to hate our people, man. And it's crazy because we hate, you know what I'm saying? We're angry ourselves because nobody loved us in our oppression.
That's right.
When we was going through, you know what I'm saying, when we was homeless, when we was going through our little, you know what I'm saying, our trials, and we was being oppressed, nobody loved us. Nobody gave a damn about us. So we became cold-hearted. So now we grow up and don't give a damn about our people and make marriages with our oppressor. Like it's sick. It's backwards to me. It's just infuriating as a black man because we have stooped so low that we love the people who have mass murdered us by the millions for small, you know what I'm saying, for minimal result, you know what I'm saying, for minimal gain. It's just infuriating. Salaki.
That's right.
That's right. We're gonna pick up where we left off, man. I'm gonna show y'all, you know, this is an order from the Lord. Why you shouldn't make a marriage with another nation, man. Why you shouldn't lay down on your back for them. Why you shouldn't go into their daughters. Why you shouldn't care for their people, man. Because you're going to, just keep reading that. Read verse, you're in verse 4, I believe.
Verse 4, for they will turn away thy son from following me.
They will do what?
They will turn away thy son from following me.
Keep reading.
That they may serve other gods.
The reason why you're not supposed to be in love with Amber, and you're not supposed to be doing this, you're not supposed. The reason you're not supposed to be falling in love and trying to seek marriages and love after these oppressors is because it's going to turn your love away from the Most High God, man. Right. It's going to turn your love away from your own people, from your own family, from your own sisters, because now you're going to have to care about Amber and her family. Right. What's going on? Oh,
so like if I could.
Yeah, go ahead.
And it's just, this is why these other nations don't respect us as a people. Like, no matter what the, you know what I'm saying, the America dropped the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, guess what? The Moabites and the Ammonites, the so-called Japanese, and China, they still love their people to where that they'll come to a different country and create a Chinatown and only deal with their people. They'll come to a different country, set up businesses, and only hire their people. Africans, the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll come to a different country and only deal with their people. Right. But we've gone through the most oppression and disrespect, you know what I'm saying, wherever we were. And we choose to love our oppressors. So that it don't matter, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter if we become Buddhists. It don't matter if we become, Kemet or Muslims or Christians. It don't matter if we put on a 3-piece suit and, you know what I'm saying, straighten our hair, bleach our skin. It don't matter. These other nations don't give a damn about us. They don't they don't respect us. Right. Because we, through all the oppression we went through, we still love them. And I wouldn't, I don't blame them for not respecting us. That's not worthy of respecting.
That's right.
That's not worthy of respecting.
Damn right. And the thing is, when you start to love after these oppressors and things like that, then you'll start to care about what they care about.
That's right.
And no other nation besides the nation of Israel gives a damn about the Most High or following His commandments. Right. That's why when Christianity started getting whitewashed, they started telling you that you could disobey the commandments. Christ came so you can disobey the law because they are a wicked kingdom and they're a wicked nation. You know what I'm saying? Every other nation is like that. That's in the Bible. If a brother could pull for me that scripture. Any scripture that says the nations, weren't given the law. Give me that one. I think it's in Psalms.
Psalms
149.
149.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. That's why you're not supposed to make marriages or relationships with them, because you're going to start wearing weave now. Because you want to please and look like your oppressor. You're going to start, I don't know, getting reductions in places in your body you shouldn't. You're gonna start talking, and you're gonna start acting different. You're gonna start being more, what's the word? When you're a hoe. You're gonna start being more whorish, the water. You're gonna start being more lascivious. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what white women are like. And you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be a homosexual because that's what the oppressor is. He is a homosexual since his inception. You're gonna be a murderer because that's what the oppressor is since his inception. You're gonna be a drug addict, a hater of your own people, and so on and so forth, because you want to love and be like your oppressor instead of being like what the Most High told you to be like. So like it, so.
I just got one quote, and the quote is, if you lay down with dogs, you come up with what?
Please.
With what?
Please.
That's it.
Keep reading now.
For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods.
Dang.
So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you, and destroy thee suddenly.
And that's what you see today, man. My Haitian brothers on the border, all them Native American women going missing or murdered on a yearly, monthly, weekly basis, man. High is 10 times the rate of the national average. That's being destroyed suddenly because you love white women.
Right.
Because you want to love black women, or you want to be loved by white men and white women in other nations, man.
Right.
Go ahead, sir.
Real quick though, I just want to say something, man. You know, see, people look at Ice-T and Coco as Ice-T won because everybody know about Coco. If y'all don't know, I'm gonna tell you, she's a split image of a Judite woman. Big ass booty, big old titties, big lips. But guess what though? I don't know if it's fake or not, but I'm gonna say it's fake. And my thing is this though, regardless, because see, the Lord just said, let me let y'all put a know something real quick. The Lord just said, don't go into them. Don't make marriages with them. They ain't not say they won't be attractive.
Right.
He ain't say they won't catch your attention. But you have to have the discipline about yourself. See, this is where discipline become a factor.
If I could, sir.
Go ahead.
If I could, sir. What Officer Karab is saying is very heavy. Nobody said white women don't got big booties. Nobody said that. Nobody said that they might not. Some of them dogs is kind of pretty. Some of them so-called white women, them East Indian, no, not them. Not so much them.
Especially them Ethiopians.
Some of them Ethiopians be deceitful. Cause they come on like your sister, but they not your sister. Nobody said they ugly.
Right.
But they have hated your people. They have hated your people. They've destroyed your people, enslaved your people. Ooh. So I don't care how big your booty is. I don't like you.
Right.
It's like in the lunchroom in high school. You know, you call me this or that. I don't care if I thought you was pretty before. Ho, you could keep it moving.
Right. That's right.
And that's the spirit that blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians have to have for all these other nations that are coming down upon them, trying to seek sympathy, man. These nations never gave us sympathy. Ever gave us sympathy.
Right.
I don't care how you can send the prettiest woman you got from your side of town. I don't give a damn, man, because I know that her brother works in the police department, and if he pull me over, he gonna shoot and kill me.
That's right.
I don't give a damn about them, man. It's like you said.
And no, and that's the whole conclusion of the matter. Like, regardless of whatever that got you excited and thought that they were able to be loved, is a lie. What we say is a facade, a mirage, because they could never love you back.
Right.
If they love you, put it like this. I'm going to just say this. Every oppressor woman, meaning African, white, Asian, any of them, right? Because it's 18 nations, so it's 12 tribes, right? That's chosen.
Right.
Kind of one kind.
So out of all the 6 nations that are not chosen are heathens. Whichever one of they women chose you or thought that you would look good, guess what? They family. You gotta look at this though. When you make a marriage with a woman, you gotta think about the father, you gotta think about the father, the mother, the grandmother, the grandfather, the her whole family. Because, guess what? She might love the Israelite raw, but her family don't. Her family could be the most wickedest, hatredest, racist people on earth.
Right.
Those are the ones that were conspiring against us in the first place.
That's right.
So what Priest Barack had to bring it out is super heavy, man.
Right.
It ain't heavy. It is super heavy because he's trying to let you know this, man. Nowhere in the scripture you can ever find that a heathen woman was ugly or anything. If that was, think about this, it would be easy not to choose a heathen woman and they were all ugly, deformed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he made them just as good looking as the 12 tribes of Israel. So you gotta realize it's a choice. And that goes to show you, man, it's about discipline. It's about following laws, statutes, and commandments. It's about order.
That's right.
See, the Most High only deal with orders. You have a choice. So check this out. I'm going to just say this. It might not, listen, if you read the scriptures, I'm going to say this real quick. Moses had an Ethiopian rib. And his brother and his rib got on him about having the Ethiopian rib. And the Most High punished Aaron and his rib. But don't get that shit misconstrued. Because ain't nobody Moses out here. Ain't nobody out here doing, and take this out. Moses did not see Israel. He ain't see the land that the Most High promised us. He ain't see that promised land.
If I could, too.
Go ahead.
Look, he ain't even see the burning bush yet.
And he
ain't even go up the mountain yet.
Right.
You feel me? So this is my thing. After Moses killed them people, no, killed that officer.
He caught that body count.
He caught that body.
Trying to say.
Now let me know how the Most High work real quick. Now this is Officer Karan speaking. But you already sick against the Most High. So he left you in your sin. And you know where you went to go seek refuge at? With the heathen woman. Yeah. I'm going to leave it at that.
Skip town. The thing is, you're not Moses, first off.
Right.
Moses loved. The reason Moses caught that body is because that officer was beating and oppressing his people, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't right to murder that African, that so-called African Canaanite man. But that's what Moses felt in his heart. And he was persecuted for it, and he skipped town on it. You know what I'm saying? He went to some other heathen spot, got him a wife, and the Lord built him up after that, and said that you need to go back and get your people, man. Right. Because Moses had the spirit of love for his people, man. That's the only reason Moses left town, because he had to. Otherwise, Moses ain't got the spirit of loving the oppressor. Moses was hard. Right. He walked back into Egypt and was like, you need to let these niggas go.
That's right.
Thus saith the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I married Brittany. I met her in college. After she slopped up the whole football team, she looked real nice to me. That's you. Moses, he only gave a damn about blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
That's right.
You just a pretty white woman came and smiled at you. You know what I mean?
Blue eyes and blonde hair.
Blue eyes, blonde hair.
If I could just real quick, but the scriptures are made for our learning.
Right.
Just because Moses did it, married Ethiopian doesn't mean it's right.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
It says that.
Damn right, sir. It's scripture. You know what I'm saying? It's made for our learning. You know what I'm saying? But when y'all bring it out so heavy, you know what I'm saying? Because he loved his people. The spirit he had before he went off to seek refugees to run away from his persecution was that he had a spirit of his brotherhood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like for the priest in
Nah.
front of you, man.
Oh, no, sir.
Oh, yeah, you go ahead, Calvin.
So like if I could, like, you only understand you know what I'm saying, like why, you only understand the difficulty of loving blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans if you tried to just love give your love to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
Like you don't understand that if you haven't, exclusively loved Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because once you try to love like you can love everybody, and everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody will have some type of love for you. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll smile in your face and at least fake it. But like once you exclusively love your people, that's the only way you'll understand the true like plight of the Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, woman, and child.
That's
which is, you know what I'm saying? Which is why, you know what I'm saying, I tend to go so hard on the so-called conscious community, because they so-called, they make it, they put the microscope on Black people. You know what I'm saying? Like we are this, we are so-called gods, we are so-called the dominant, you know what I'm saying, race of people. Which is, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I tend to have it's hard for me to respect the conscious community, because they, once you love your own people, that's when these other nations start to, you know what I'm saying, they start to turn their back on you for real. Like they have no use for you. Like once you only love the people who've been oppressed in this country, they have no more use for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it'll be those type of people that'll be with you know what I'm saying, a nation that oppressed them.
More so than that, Cal, because it's like, were you done?
Oh no, so now that's I was just gonna say, it'll be those type of people that'll, love, like they'll say Black Lives Matter, and you know what I'm saying, like Black people are, you know what I'm saying, we are the children of the Most High, but then we'll turn around and have an oppressor for a wife.
Dang, right.
So it'll be those type of people.
Right.
So it's
That's right.
it's hard to respect that. So like,
hey, look, I'm gonna get right to you. So, hey, look, them the cats who start fake Israelite groups so they can love white people.
Right.
Look, it's real cool in here. I understand the oppressor's the devil, but I like white women, so I'm gonna go over here, start an Israelite group. They can come in, they can congregate. We're gonna hug and shalom, Shabbat shalom.
Good night.
Good night.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom.
And me
Nigga telling each other to rest in peace, like they getting ready for the casket. Let me say, man.
Damn.
Y'all gotta when you really love your people. And groups like that do that because they are afraid. They're afraid to be hated by their oppressor. And that's what it is when you love your people. You made yourself, you will be hated by this kingdom. That's in the Bible.
That's right.
Christ said that if ye are of me, a servant is not, it's like the paraphrase is like, basically Christ was saying, if they hated me, they're going to hate you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what that's what everybody outside of the Isupk is afraid of, man. They're afraid to be hated. They're afraid to be condemned. They're afraid to be socially stigmatized. That's why them cats called us up and said, we want to join you. But they didn't really want to join us. They just wanted to get down and get through the border to get clout for themselves.
Right.
They didn't want to help their people, man.
Right.
They didn't want to feed Haitians. They didn't want to clothe Haitians. They wanted to get down there and get some clout for themselves, man, because they don't want to be associated with us because we only love Black people in here.
Right.
We only love Black people in here. We don't love white people. We don't love, Asian people. That don't mean we hate them. Some of us don't hate them. Some of us might have been slighted by them, whatever. But that's an opinion. And in America, I hear we're entitled to those. So, that's why nobody that's why nobody wants to come in and really get down with us. Nobody really wants to come in and actually help Black people, because when you only help Black people, you bring a target on your back, and nobody wants to do that. So like this, sir, go ahead.
Man, like what you were just saying was so fucking heavy. Salaki was so heavy. Man, think about this real quick. We are a hate group that has not committed think about this real quick, one crime since 1969, since our organization has been started, because we love blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians so much that we don't have love to give to the oppressor.
Right.
So, for us out there stating they crimes, they history, pulling up they skirt, they so-called secret up on them, we are a hate group. See, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, right now under Commander Yohana, is a hate group because we learned the history of their wickedness.
Right.
We don't want our people running around here calling themselves a Crayola, talking about they black, they brown. We want them, we giving them their identities back. Think about this. Their identities back that was stolen from them.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's crazy because you got niggas in here that were willing to go to the boroughs, the projects, the street corners, to the homeless, to the prostitutes. All of that. And they call us the hate group because we out here preaching love to our people. Like you said earlier, Priest Hafazah, until you actually try to love your people, you will never understand.
Right.
See, we have so many murderers over niggas bumping niggas in the club. A nigga step on your shoes. A bitch hating because her booty bigger than her booty. Whatever the case may be, you have so many murderers of what they call it. There's a word for that.
Altercation?
No, not that. Genocides.
Okay.
When your own people murder your own people. We got so much genocide because our people do not know how to love one another because of the oppressor in our business. See, if you take away the Jim Crow law, if you take away slavery, because slavery only did a crazy thing to our people, Stockholm Syndrome. If you take away the Jim Crow and Stockholm Syndrome, we are a loving people. See, we can love everybody except ourselves. And that's heavy.
Right.
Right.
That's heavier than bitching an 1,000-pound bench press or 1,000-pound squat. You can't lift that much weight because you know it's true. See, it's easy to love a Chinese man today, a white man today, an East Indian today, because they're not in 6th Ward. They're not in 3rd Ward. They're not in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They're not in the projects with you.
Right.
So what you seeing right now is the same person as yourself. When you look in the goddamn mirror and you go out there and shoot a nigga just like yourself, you know why you don't feel nothing? Because of the shows that the white man is out here. It's an agenda. They kill us and you kill us. And you don't give a damn about it because you know why? Every time you wake up, you turn on the channel 10 News, 5 News, whatever news, 24 News in your city, and you see a black, Hispanic man, that an Indian man getting murdered, missing. You became numb to it because that is what they podcast to you. That is what they broadcast to you. So it makes you numb to loving your own people. But think about this. When that Amber Alert hit your phone, 90% of y'all is out there looking for it. God guarantees you, out of that 7,000 people, over 80% of us made up that 7,000 looking for it. You know why? Because we're still trying to fit into our oppressive society. not realizing that all we got to do is come back to our law, statutes, and commandments, because they're the law class, correct?
Right.
If we come back to our law, statutes, and commandments, we can bring our true president back, our true tune back, our true ruler back. You ain't gotta worry about Joe Biden, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump ruling. You ain't gotta worry about them. You know why? Because now you're certain you want your true king to come back. But he won't come back if you still relying on a nation that cannot save you with your vain eyes to come save you. I'm done.
All right. With that, I'm gonna pass the class off to Priest and Officer Banzayan for the security announcements, or would you like to do it?
Yeah, man, you want?
Oh shit.
That boy wasn't. He wasn't ready.
Don't split it.
He wasn't ready.
Nigga with the okie doke. That's like. That's not it. What is it? This is the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started off in 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limit for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the heads to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means tent in the Hebrew, ma'asharah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like, upcoming holy convocation. What is it? Oh. All right. We have the Feast of Dedication, the 25th day of the 9th month, by the space of eight days. So it's Sunday, the 28th November 2021, for eight days. You can find that in Maccabees chapter 4, verse 52 through 61. Remind Akim and Akwa to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, okay. Okay, I got you. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, and headband, and scarf. And we have the annual cookout in Houston, Texas, the 7th through the 10th. You know what I'm saying? That's right. I think 7th to 10th.
That is 11th to 10th. Yeah. October 7th through the 10th, we have the annual South Texas Regional Cookout. I don't care if you live in Texas or you live in Alaska or you live in Hawaii. You need to come down here if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian. You are invited to the Lord's and the ISUPK's South Regional Texas Cookout, man. You know, show up and get with your brothers and sisters, man. We're going to have Tawab food events for children, for adults of all ages. And, you know, the generals will be down so you can learn the mysteries of the Bible instead of the lies of your Christian church. With that concludes the security announcements. So I'm going to, at this point in time, I'm going to ask
It's like if I could real quick. Just real quick before we get to
Go ahead.
it's, you know what I'm saying, I know it's a whole bunch of organizations and, you know, factions out there that say that, you know, they got the Lord, you know what I'm saying, or like the Lord is here. You go to a Christian church and they say, you know, this is where the Lord is, whatever the case is. I urge my brothers and sisters, my Black, Hispanics, and Native American brothers and sisters, to look at, you know, the works that these organizations produce who claim that they have the Lord. And, you know, that's how you can tell where the Lord is. You know what I'm saying? Like the Christian church said that they got the Lord, you know what I'm saying? But they molesting children. They doing all types of wickedness. The same with the Muslims, you know what I'm saying? They killing their brothers. They killing Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans just like your oppressor. You know what I'm saying? All these other factions are saying that they got the Lord, but they are destroying the Lord's people. So when we say that this is the Lord's, you know, cookout, we are keeping the Lord's feast days. The Lord, you know what I'm saying? The Lord is with the Isupk. It is evident in the works. I just want to bring that out real quick. So like,
Yeah, that's right. That's right, man. Look, you can't test us in the Bible, the knowledge of the Bible, or whether it be the works. You know, your fish fry does not put, you know, a scratch on the untarnished record of the Isupk, because your church has, you know, adulterers, child molesters, and sinners in it. With that, I'm gonna lead everyone in the Lord's prayer. I ask everyone to stand. I majim. Sar, which means to turn, face the east. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwath Ka, Daba'ah, Ratazayika, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathan Lanawa, Lakom, Ka, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kawaboyath Yanawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawaboy Salaki, Kawaboyad Nawa,
Kawawathi now.
That's it. Wala'ah, Tabaya'a Nawa, Banasar 1, Above, Hayashaya now, Mayon, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wahala, Wa'atapai Ra, La'ai Walumyum, Amun, in the English.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debt. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
All right, I'm going to give a courtesy salute to the men, and to the teacher and the men in class. Men of Israel, Sar. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Yahweh Shimei Shah Brakatah. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Yazamata, Sar, turn and face the sisters. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Yahweh Shema Allah Ba'ashim Yahweh. Yajimata, class dismissed.